Going to start this video off with a signing Alfonso from Villarreal on loan, probably just till January I think it is, and then we're going to move on to the first game against FSV Frankfurt. Right, here we go, my first game as Blackburn Rovers, and we'll see how we're going to do this season. I'm going to want your thoughts. I'd love to hear your comments below, get your thoughts on what I should do, who I should play, who I should sign. Obviously, most of my games are just going to be like this, cutting through the highlights. Obviously, we're already 1-0 down after 34 minutes. We just come out after the second half, we're still 1-0 down. I'm going to look to claw something back. We brought Rhodes on, who was on the bench, started some of the youngsters. Alfonso, my new signing, I've given him a half, and Petici, I'm not sure how you say his name, and that was a brilliant shot. But I'd love to hear your comments below on what you think I should do. If you're a Blackburn Rovers fan, you'll just make more sense to you. But if you're not, give me some tips on who I should sign. Obviously, I'm not going to be signing players like Ronaldo. We started off with 1.5 million, and I've spent a good 2.5 on the youth system. I'm looking to build from the youth. But if you can give me some tips on who I should sign, if you know some good players in the lower leagues, let me know. I won't be making any big splashes because that's not realistically what Blackburn Rovers are going to be doing. I'd like to keep it as realistic as possible. I don't want to give myself a big transfer budget and be buying all sorts of players. I'm playing on world class, which I've heard this season world class is that the difficulties have stepped up. So like professional, and there's two. So professional is like legendary, and legendary is like world class. So I don't know what world class is, if that's even the right way actually. I think it's the other way, world class and then legendary. But I'm on world class, and we'll see how I go in the pre-season. I might step it down, as we are struggling at times. We really keep the ball a lot, can't really run straight forward. Oh, good shot. So we've got to build up from the back. I'm not too sure on the formation yet, but we'll see as we go on through pre-season. But we've lost 2-0, so that's a brilliant start. So this is obviously the new tournament thing on pre-season, where you play in there it is, in European International Cup. So we'll see how we do in that. We've lost the first game, obviously. 2 more to go, see if we can win it. Just about to let go of Chris Brown for 300,000 to Rotherham. Not one of my favourite players. Gary Bowyer, who is actually the Blackburn manager now, seems to think he's a workhorse and he puts a shift in, but that's not good enough for me. Players can put a shift in all they want, but if you're a striker, you need to be putting the ball in the back of the net. And if you're not doing that, I'm not interested. I may be looking for another striker, so if you've got any tips on another striker affordable, or even a youngster from a Premier League team that I can get on loan, which is what I'm looking at really, loans at this point. So yeah, tips would be helpful, and I'd love to keep the comment box flowing with comments between everyone as we go on through the season. We're on to game 2 now. I'm not sure who we're against. I think it's an Italian team. We're 30 minutes into the first half, and we haven't really had any chances, neither have they, and that is probably the best chance either team's had. So that just shows how defensive it's been. There's another good save by Eastwood. What I'm doing is I'm rotating at the moment. I haven't really had any of my starters in. I want to try some of the youngsters before I let them go on loan, or decide to keep them for the season and give them a shot. So I've made changes at half-time. Rhodes has come on, and I'm sure Danny Guthrie came on then. Obviously Rhodes being our top-class striker that we got, replaced Alfonso, who is someone we signed on a free at the beginning of the season. He's not brilliant, if you know who he is, but it's not been like a crazy game. There's been a couple of chances, if you've seen. They've probably had the better chances to just slice one wide there, as you've seen. This one's going to go into the box and the keeper catches it, but they've not had anything. We've not created anything at all so far, but we are going to dart down the field here. There's our new signing, Alfonso. He's only on loan till Christmas, I think, but I wanted another winger because I'm planning on playing Ben Marshall behind the two strikers. So I wanted another, because we only really have two wingers, which is Marshall and Conway, so I needed additional backup for that. I'm probably still looking, maybe if I can get another one, but I'm looking for a fast one. Like he's darting through the middle there and caused some chaos and got us a free kick, which we did nothing from yet, but this ball's going to come back in, and Rhodes has a good chance, doesn't really put it anywhere, and there we go, and then he fluffs it. But we've had a good chance there. We could have done better with, but we're going to keep getting better. Obviously this is only my second game with Rovers on FIFA 16, so I'm still getting used to it. Bit of a soft foul that, but we'll see. We're going to put this ball in, and this is a cracking header. Luckily Eastwood didn't have to make the save because I don't think he'd have got to it. And that's another shot, flies past the post. And I think they're really unlucky not to have got a goal in this game, because they have been the better team. We've been slightly poor. But here's a cracking shot from Lawrence. Pulls it on the inside, smashes it, and really unlucky for it not to bounce off the back of the keeper there and go in. Yeah, we did nothing from the corner as usual. Getting towards the end of the game now, and we've let them through again. Really not done well. And it's smashed off the bar, and Eastwood, he hasn't had to make too many saves because they've smashed them wide and over, but if any one of them had gone on target, he wouldn't have saved them. So that's game... Oh, sorry, no. Something happened with game 1, so that was game 3. And we lost game 1 and game 2 and drew game 3. So we did improve as we went on. As you see, I've just let Rittenberg go, and Petish, I can't never remember how to say his name, and I've just signed someone from Newcastle on a 6-month loan. Another centre midfielder, as I'm not... That's probably one of our weak areas, is centre mid. So if you've got anyone, again, tips for anyone that I can sign, that would be great. But that has been my first video from pre-season. Going to be back with, I think I'm going to do the first 2 games, just to keep the video length down. So yeah, I'd love your comments on anything. If you think I should try tactic, try formation, try different players somewhere. Obviously, if you're a Rovers fan, you'll know who the players are. But I'd love your tips on if there's someone I could buy, loan, anyone who's a free agent that you know is a decent player. Just leave your comment below. I would love to have the comment box filling up, overflowing. But anyway, on to something else. We got Madden 16, if you know what that is. It's American football. That is coming out. I think I'm doing 2 videos a week with the Denver Broncos. I'm also doing a career mode with Tim Tebow, who is probably my favourite American footballer ever. And obviously we got F1 career comes out every Tuesday. We've got this. I'm also looking to do a Premier League of this, as I mentioned in pre-season, but I'll get to that next time.